Hey there, guys. Frankomatic here, on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path is a cabin, yada yada. Slay the princess. Oh.
Are we on chapter 1 again?
Yeah.
You're here to slay her.
We're here to slay her.
If you don't...
Hey, shut up.
Are we actually gonna slay her?
Let's just, go to the cabin silently this time.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to
Hey.
the cabin.
Shut up.
Into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin
Hey.
is almost entirely...
Shut up. You know, we've been trying the nice guy thing, and it hasn't been working out so well, so,
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without
I
it.
think it's time to start choosing violence.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She
No one.
sounds dangerous.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
let
yeah.
it fool you.
Just keep going. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Fine.
Good. Still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs.
We're not gonna get the good
and
ending
lock
again.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy
Gonna do
chain
things a little
around her
different.
wrist, binding her.
Yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task.
Yeah, yeah,
at
we
hand.
did
And
all
there
that.
you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
With this knife? Okay, yeah, you got me.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
Your idea, it is bad.
She's right. We shouldn't. We should just drop the blade.
You getting scared on us here, hero? Yusha-san?
Don't you
He's
dare.
not much of a hero.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
That is
Who
true.
cares? Nobody can see us except her.
What if we tighten our grip?
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I mean, you're the one chained up over there.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Uh-huh.
So,
I can use it.
You should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Better hesitate. Drop it. Drop it.
What if she isn't
You
bluffing?
go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
Hesitating.
How do you know?
Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Drop it.
Okay, fine.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
That sounds
I don't like-
threatening.
Yeah, I don't like the tone of her voice.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Get this woman some coffee.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
He looks very tired, yeah.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Not wrong. We did come down here with a knife. You hitting on me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yeah, it's true. She got you.
Yeah, that's true. There's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that?
Why not?
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
When you say it that
Put it
way.
that way.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
What are you gonna do to let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
What does that mean?
Sauce.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Is it?
I don't trust you, though.
Whoever sent you to slay
I just met
me
you.
claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
No, that's a reasonable point.
I mean, I don't know that there are orphans in this world, so...
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Can you hear this guy?
Like I said, it's all about trust.
I assume not.
Blind trust.
I think he's a voice in our head, but I'm not positive.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I mean,
Neither.
how are you clearly incapable of ending the world?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What do you mean subjugating? She's chained up in a basement. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
You're a lot less personable in this version of events.
Duration, yeah.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Well,
Wow. Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
yeah,
You know why you're here.
I guess I have.
Cut her hair.
Slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Wah wah.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow. We shouldn't have hesitated.
Thanks, buddy. Glad you were here for me in my hour of need.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making
That's
sure
not-
you stay down.
A pointed tip.
That's pretty round, honestly.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
You know, I feel like this is something you probably should have mentioned ahead of time.
Yeah.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Wow.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yep, seems that way.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Was that like the 8th time now?
Day is done, and gone the sun.
The tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I was promised a tower.
What friend do you think we got this time?
Voice of contrarian?
Let's find out.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Not
it
you.
will be
We
the
don't care
end
about
of
you.
the
You're
world.
always here and you kind of suck. But I die. Wait, she's gonna kill me
He's
again.
gonna kill me
Again?
again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
You'd be
Don't butter me
surprised,
up.
friend.
If he doesn't remember
Don't-
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Hello, voice of Lyusha.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets
Did
from
we
me.
get no new friend?
What does it matter?
Oh, no,
what
there he
knows?
is.
There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
We got Eeyore.
Thanks for noticing him.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
You know, if you had said this the first time, we might not be in this situation.
Yeah. Alright, let's leave.
We can't do that.
Oh.
Let's go.
A warning before you go any further.
Now that ain't a tower.
Yeah,
She
where's
will
my
lie.
tower?
She will cheat.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
might
yeah.
as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
And you're
I don't like this
you're
guy.
a real downer, buddy.
Can we tone
He's
down the
not a-
pessimism just a smidge?
He's not a good Eeyore.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
That's what pessimists say.
You're being annoying.
That's what everybody else says.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
I mean, she just kneeled on my throat till I died. I'm not really,
Yeah, I'm not super enamored with her.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver
Buddy,
platter.
you were there. You saw what happened.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Honestly, it would be a lot easier for me to think if there weren't 3 of you jackasses saying contradictory things in my head all the time.
You don't have to think.
If that's what you want, I
It's
guess
what
I don't have a say here.
the narrator wants.
I mean,
To not think and just follow his instructions.
what I want is a bit strong, but I didn't have any other options, so,
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This looks more like a tower.
It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, isn't it?
Also, I like that there's this, like, really crappy ladder here.
Yeah, the shit ladder is very good.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You better go get
Why do
it.
we feel
Start
so
climbing.
small?
Because we are. Like, look at this thing. It's huge.
I like the music.
We don't feel small. We are small.
Yeah. First, I feel like we need
You
this.
take the
There
blade
we
from the
go.
altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There isn't a blade.
This guy.
There isn't a blade on the altar anymore. It's in my hand.
This guy does not believe in
There's
the mirror.
definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us.
Damn,
We don't
man.
need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
You are really a downer.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
I'm pretty.
Why don't you know?
I'm pretty sure we don't, honestly.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Which do you think is correct?
Broken. Broken has to be right.
I care about what they're being lied to. There's a mirror.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
You do know what we look like.
Do we bother messing with the mirror again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go mess with the mirror
Walk
again.
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Touch the
This
wall.
really isn't funny.
Touch the wall.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
The notably stone cabin wall of the wooden cabin.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Do you know what we look like?
He might.
In we go. Must be strong as hell to open that door.
The
Yeah,
door
it
to the
sounded like
basement
it was
creaks
dragging.
open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
I want to go down steps that big. What the hell?
Like, climb down those.
Huh.
Bring
This
that
is
ladder.
Actually, kind of nice.
Oh no, Eeyore likes it.
Oh no, you're wrong, Eeyore.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her
If
a
the
favor.
princess lives here, she must be huge.
Yeah, she big.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Yeah, she's big.
Oh my God.
She's big.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
That's.
I don't wanna.
That's worrying. Whoop. You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Dude?
You okay, buddy?
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Why is the voice of the hero always, like, clocked into my exact, like, attitude?
You're a hero, I guess.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions.
Correct.
Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
I'm the one making all the poor decisions around here. When there's decisions to be made, I don't think this counts as a decision.
Yeah, there's no choice.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast temple.
Also, hang on a second. Shouldn't you, of all people, be like, there's something weird going on here. This is not a princess anymore.
You don't know that. She might still be a princess, a
The
giantess.
princess towers over.
Are you sure?
Almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Yeah, that's a normal princess.
Also, is that chain really gonna do shit? Look at her. She's floating with power.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Anyway, she's gone Super Saiyan or something, I guess?
The little bird has returned to me.
Hi.
I wonder what he wants.
Stab her.
Right in the toe. Yeah.
Yeah.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
I can throw it at you.
Drop it.
Whoa.
I'd rather not.
No.
As if on command, the blade
Oh.
slips from your grasp. It
Wah,
clatters
wah.
uselessly to the floor.
I guess I will then.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty
Yeah,
to report
narrator.
facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
I mean, the very first time, one of the first times we did this, you took control of our body directly. I don't.
Yeah.
I guess you don't remember that, but
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
did you do that?
Yeah, it must have been him. He did it.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No?
No.
No.
Are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle,
Well,
and your knees hit the floor.
at least we were allowed to descent for a moment there.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
I talk better when I'm standing.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
I'm glad you remember that.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
No, so now you are going to destroy the world.
Yep, now she's in for it.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Okay.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
So we are a bird.
I mean, she said that a few times, and we've been talking about training,
But it's not been confirmed anywhere.
and we've seen our arm
Well,
with
that gives away
feathers.
the game, doesn't it?
Yeah. This was refreshingly to the point this time.
It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
Even if it did, I don't think that's super helpful at the moment. Considering we don't seem to have any, real...
Bodily autonomy.
Yeah.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Can we eat the hose for you, friend?
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
Okay.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Okay, coach, I guess.
Let's see our options here. What would you have me do? You're supposed to end the world. Doesn't mean you actually have to do it. I have questions for anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you end the world. Pledge yourself to her. What happened after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
You're not gonna tell me, okay.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I don't want to be a pet.
You know you don't have to destroy the world, right?
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
You know, I was gonna argue this, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna help you.
I say,
Out of spite, mainly.
You killed me, and now I'm gonna say no.
perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
You gonna kill me again?
Pick up that needle.
Oh, the knife.
Needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
You
Dude.
shut up.
No objections here.
What?
Don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
I guess we're just gonna do this, huh?
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
We can see her, though.
Oh. All this stuff's here, and I can't pick any of it. Okay, it's not fake blacked out, it's actually blacked out. I'm clicking like heck. You guys can't hear that, but Seth probably can.
Actually, no, I cannot.
Well, you just got to trust me, I'm clicking. Pick up
You
the
reach
blade.
forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
Okay, they're lost. I'm gonna kneel here forever. Stop it.
Y'all suck.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce.
So you're gonna make us stab ourselves, right?
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken.
Gonna make us stab ourselves, right?
Of course. What else could she do?
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Mm-hmm.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Well,
Oh, no stabbing, slitting.
What?
you really didn't see that coming, buddy?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End it.
I don't like the vagueness of this.
It's gonna be us that gets ended, of course. Do it. You gotta.
We'll end this all right.
Yeah, we sure will.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for unclear language. End her.
Thanks, buddy.
It's too late, man.
Oh shit, we can try.
Oh, do it! Do it!
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time,
Did her expression
you move
change?
towards the princess.
It did. She's shocked.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
No, not my lungs.
I use those.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
As you take another step forward, the
Dude.
blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
But we gotta.
Then it
Narrator.
slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice.
Ew.
Blood fills your lungs.
Narrator, sir.
That is a very unsettling description of that.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
You're not going to, are you?
Stab her toe.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what she wants. You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you.
Yeah, please.
I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital
Amazing.
organs. The blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you.
Ugh.
Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece. At least for now.
This is pretty terrible. I think this might be the worst this has gone so far.
Yeah.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god.
The squelching noises really aren't helping.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Can we just choose to do that?
I mean, we can just die, I think is what she's getting at. Nope.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
Yeah.
You continue
That's
to
what
approach
we're
the
doing.
princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
Hero, could you do a better job, Hero?
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
You really kind of suck, man.
Stop.
Oh?
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat.
Gross.
That's an interesting angle.
The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Okay.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before.
Am I?
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Do we? She still seems
Do it.
very large and imposing.
Try it. Do it.
I like how we can't resist still, but we can just...
No. Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Oh no, her Achilles.
God damn, see the bone.
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Yeah.
I mean, that would hurt.
What do you think about that, huh?
you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we?
Yeah, we can kill God.
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
No.
Dude.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
I mean,
Before you
we
can strike the
die?
final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
Yeah, she's a lot bigger than us.
There's an unsettling
Oh God.
Ah!
as
Punch!
your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact.
We made a good show of it at least, right?
I mean, her getting out is gonna be difficult with that ankle cut.
You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
Everybody dies.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
What? I didn't do anything. That was you.
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
Great. Leave.
Yeah.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Yeah.
He wanted to pledge, so...
Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
Thanks, buddy. Glad you're here for me.
She collapses to the
God
floor.
killer.
Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
I mean, to be fair, we've played enough JRPGs that this ending was inevitable.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
Yeah.
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something.
Thanks for protecting our mental state,
I guess.
narrator?
Yeah, that seems like an appropriate response.
Yeah, whatever.
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yep. That's
The Fury!
that's an oh no.
Ew, I don't like it.
And at the end of the path, okay, what the hell is that?
The woods or the crying?
I assume this.
I think he's upset.
What is your deal, man?
And what's he got to be upset
Oh, hey,
about?
buddy.
He just killed a god.
New friend, and he's good. He's happy that we killed God.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be.
It certainly wasn't this. So holy cow, this is
Yeah, this is quite ew.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed.
and we died anyway though.
You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
All right, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
Does the fact that he's not reacting to this mean that this is just normal for him?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. It's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Yeah, look at this.
Thank you for mentioning it.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten to say anything.
Shut up.
What a crock of shit.
Nice.
Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly.
It didn't even work. It doesn't count.
It does count. It hurt.
It hurt a lot.
We died.
And also we died, yeah.
If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me.
I'm kind of curious what would have happened if we'd listened to him, though. Well, some other time, I suppose.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Yep, I got the clicky finger.
Second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin, or whatever is going to be up at the top of the hill this time. We might as well see this through. Ugh.
Ew.
Oh.
We're all on the same page.
It's just a cabin, okay. Which makes it stand out a lot in this hellscape.
Yeah.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Yeah, like 9 times over at this point.
If there's still
What?
a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
You're glad that's something.
Uh.
I think the narrator gets it now.
No. The narrator, like, believes that this is not our first time. This time.
Also, look at this place, buddy. This ain't going back.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. And you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
I like this guy.
Yeah, he good.
In we go.
The interior of the cabin is a place
Oh.
that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Now it's gross.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Ugh.
I don't like this.
Did we do this?
No.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
You did this.
No.
Nuh-uh.
The only furniture
You.
of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Pulsating pedestal. Awful.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this.
It doesn't really look like it's pulsating. Like, it looks like it's the only thing in the room that's not pulsating aside from the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're going to want to have this.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
If we're gripping the steel, we're holding it wrong.
Maybe the hilt is steel, too.
You didn't mention the mirror last time either.
The mirror?
Why?
There is no mirror. We've done this already. Try to keep up. The repetition is maddening. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
Guys, don't fight.
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
Yeah, you.
You.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Okay.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
Yeah, because there's a mirror in front of it.
It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
You're still going to be a problem, aren't you?
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want.
He's
with it.
ready.
The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash
Bring your
it!
fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement.
The door looks melty. Or is that bone?
Looks like a spine, yeah.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Well, here we go.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
Hmm?
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides.
Ew.
You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Gross.
This is the worst cabin
The air
yet.
is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains.
Ew!
The princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Agreed.
Yeah, for once I agree with that assessment.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
I mean, you're still here.
Come see
So
the
are we.
horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Well, okay, we're not playing any games here, huh?
See how you've soured my once divine melody.
It wasn't that great.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
Because you suck.
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
God killers.
Yeah.
She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Let's see.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Show us the abomination.
The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep,
It's fine.
sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
I've seen worse, honestly.
Yeah, right?
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Alright, the description makes it sound way worse than it looks.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Try and kill me, probably.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
You gonna deglove your hand to get at me?
And then, with a nauseating
Yep.
sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground. She pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
I hate that that was animated. Also, I just noticed that she has the high heel bones.
That's dumb.
She is loose, and she is coming
Also,
for you.
3 toes. Anyways, she's coming for us.
Better stab her.
Let her end it.
No.
It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Nah, dude, kill her.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
I like your initiative. Giving up on destroying the world, have we? What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I think it's way too late for that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that's also no good. Please listen to me. No. I'm going to end you.
Just kill her.
Don't say
You
the
don't need to-
don't say the one-liner.
You don't need a one-liner.
Okay, fine. Let's
Just
go.
kill her.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
That sounds sick as hell.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
Yeah, cool guys don't talk to explosions or whatever.
I don't think that's quite how that goes.
With a horrifying squelch,
Oh my god.
you are unwound.
Whoa! Look, it's our guts.
Also, our feathers. That's
Get her! Get her!
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
yeah, that is indeed our stuff, buddy.
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
Are we still alive?
Alive enough.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
I somewhat disagree with your
Yeah, I think that's not mercy.
We're not out for the count just yet.
Yeah! Get her!
Give me my guts back. I killed you last time. I swore everything would find a way to kill you again. I only killed you last time because you were going to end the world. Sorry for what I did to you. No.
Engage!
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
Awful.
I mean, she's freaked out by it too.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Still you defy your god! I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before! Never again!
As you swing for her heart, what's left of you, explodes.
Well,
Aww.
we tried.
So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
Yeah, we blew up.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
Dude.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
Sounds like a fly.
Explosion?
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
That is true. And it's more like, what, 8, 9 times now?
Come on. Listen
Didn't
to
you
this
hear
guy.
her? We're not dead.
Yeah.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room, yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
Wow.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
Can we do that?
Can we? Let's try.
Yeah, let's just fucking do it. Not even gonna ask. Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's just go.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
Hey.
But you do die. There's a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. And yet, you are still here.
What?
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess? This place is different. Rotten.
What?
Death
Who are
all
you?
around us. I want to go back.
Hi. New
So
friend.
you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
New friend who also doesn't know where he is. Did we just hijack a body from a different timeline?
I think we did.
The Princess tilts her head to look at you and with a gesture. You are unwell.
We blow up again,
Oh
okay.
God, here we go. All right.
Ready?
Clearly, I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You can't keep doing this forever, right?
Know what to do. Again.
Yeah, let's go.
Die again. Again, you relinquish your body, and again, you find yourself here, but somewhere else.
Your Honor,
She's gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Hi, buddy.
Divine.
I don't...
I can't agree with you, sir.
Yeah, I don't see it this time, to be fair, but...
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
Guy who describes things.
And what are you doing?
Yeah.
Killing her.
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the Princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
I might have accidentally skipped the line, hang on. Nope, I didn't. Okay.
You explode.
We explode
Wah,
yet
wah.
again, okay.
Again.
And again. You let yourself go.
Let yourself go, and you're living once more.
Oh, we're behind her this time.
You're on a path.
No, we're not.
Not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
Hi, new friend.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay. You dive towards the Princess and we're unwound. Yes. Her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with winding pain.
This is cool. I like what's going on here.
This is interesting.
No.
No.
Again.
Again!
You have no body. You exist. You are reborn.
Your Honor,
No time. You narrate now.
yes.
I like this guy.
Of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the Princess before she can turn to face you.
Alright.
We might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
We're doing this forever, lady.
Yep.
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves lay bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
Hey, friend.
That's true.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
Yep, that's all we need. Just one. Just one's got to get through.
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
But there is no...
There's no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
What the hell did our pointer turn into?
A bird eye with a beak.
Eh.
Don't woodpeck her in the face.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
An excellent question.
Because we always have been.
Huh?
If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
Did we just give self-lore here.
It's okay. He's on our side.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
That doesn't seem to be the case. End this. A force races towards the princess's exposed heart. Threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing.
How? I scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
Guess we're greater than her. The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
You do know us. You just didn't know you knew us.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cool, but I'm going to be okay, right?
And I think some hands are coming for you. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a hell of an ending, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Find the means to triumph over an angel scorned. You do not get the chance to respond, and nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nah.
Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Screw
It
the mirror.
is.
We just need to find the princess.
She's behind the mirror.
You don't need to comfort them.
This guy, I think, knows what's going on.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the other side.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Don't fall for her, buddy. Calm down.
Whatever makes you happy.
I don't know if we're ever going to see you again, but,
But you were interesting.
you approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it.
Are we mossing out?
You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. To the cabin. There she is.
You.
You're at...
You are at the cabin.
Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
I'm glad that the hands are pantomiming her arms, apparently.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
I can't understand this sentence. Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
I don't really get this sentence either.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
how can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Can you see my soul? Can I see my soul?
Yeah, it's the mossy thing.
My soul's gross. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I don't think so. I kind of resent the situation, though.
I have no opinion.
It seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Clearly the end point here doesn't have any ill will towards us.
Yeah.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart.
Too bad the broken couldn't hear that. She did it to herself.
Yeah.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Okay.
I wasn't mourning, but okay.
You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
I mean, honestly, if that last world got destroyed in the end of all that, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
That's not an answer.
I mean, has she ever answered?
What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
I mean, I guess that's fair, right?
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
So you just want whatever shows up.
Yeah, she's good with whatever.
You don't have any preferences on how you want to grow or change.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
I mean, I guess that's true. Gravity kind of does that.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Also geology.
Wait a minute, I figured it out. We're a trained crow bringing shiny things.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I'd call this shiny, but, how many more...
She's got nails in her, and that might be shiny.
How many more vessels do you need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Oh. You don't know. Gotcha. I don't want to commit to saying I'm going to kill you, because I'm not convinced. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Ah!
Gets you every time.
It does!
Everything goes dark, and you die. anyone's actually still listening at this point, someone please count up how many times we've died so far. We got to be in double digits at this point, I think.
Eh.
Bring the fury to her. Back to chapter 1.
You're on a path.
Hey, shut up. Gonna save here. And I think that'll be it for this episode. Have a good one, guys, and I guess we'll see what happens next, huh?
I guess.
Later.